Now James returning. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there on the first play of the game. 66 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 1-yard line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bears standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
Goff's pass.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, Goff. His throw incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. With the ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down. Pretty good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Goff now looking to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is...
Now it's gone.
Down.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 24-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Recovered by the Niners.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And James has it. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Richie James, 44 yards. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Goff's throw into the hands of Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off, and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so he continued to come back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
And he's going to go down again. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Now gone. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Goal down for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now it's Henderson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Here's Henderson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Intended for Darrell Henderson.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It would be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
The pass.
Well, much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. There's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
19-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that'll be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
27.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out.
The kickoff for San Francisco. Francisco.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 35.
Again, it's Henderson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2 on the play. And this is
throwing on third. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
.42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
the Niners take over 1st and 10.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To Brandon Ayuk. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a handoff here to his running back. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, the 40, the 20, 10. again. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates,